Assalamu alaikum jami'an. I hope everyone is doing great. Let's start our speaking session. It is a speaking revision actually. Okay. In this session, we will very quickly review, okay, the exam, your speaking test, which you have it tomorrow. I will be speaking or explaining a little bit fast. Then I will explain fast in some parts because you need to you need to sleep early because tomorrow is your exam, and you need to read the nukat that you learned from your teacher or from today's session. This session also is good for level 1 students if there is anyone from level 1, but level 1 students, remember that part 3 is different. Then part 3 in level 1 is different. If there is anyone in this session, in this class, if there is anyone from level 1, so keep it in your mind that I will teach part 1, part 2, and part 3. Then, but part 3 is different for level 1. So keep it in your mind. So Shabab, we start with part 3, okay? We will start from part 3 and then we go part 2 and then part 1, okay? Because many students have problem in part 3. Okay, so let's get started. In part 3, as you know that in part 3, you may get 3 things. Maybe you get a map like this or this. Maybe you get a map. Maybe your teacher will give you instructions, giving instructions. Okay, like this. Sure, instruction. It can be anything. Maybe instruction will be how to get money from the Sarrafi, the ATM machine. It can be anything. So you need to use your English. And see, in the instruction, there is no kalimat. There's no words like writing. Okay, so you need to know how to speak, how to start, for example, when you want to explain this. And the last part is, of course, storytelling. So we start with map. Then Shabab, maybe you get a map like this, or maybe like this. Look at it. See, for example, you are here, okay? And your teacher will ask you, okay, you are here. I want you to
Mister,
give
we don't
me.
see anything.
It is not shared? It is shared. How come? Wait. Now, what about now?
No, no.
For everyone? Shabab, nobody can see it?
Now we can see. Now I
Yes,
can
yes,
see the
now good.
screenshot.
So Taif, maybe your internet is ضعيف, maybe it's weak, Harban. Again, you need to go out and come in again.
Now I see, Mister.
Okay, okay, خلاص. Abdullah, مو الأخبار؟ Amor? It was Amor voice, I guess. I don't know, maybe he's absent. I have a student, his name is Hamur, Abdullah Hamur, and a rich person, and we have Humbly also. We're missing you, Humbly. I wish you are doing well, and tomorrow I hope that you speak well. Otherwise, low mark. Okay, let's get started, Shabab. So they will show you a map like this. They will tell you you are here. See this cross, and I want you to give me the direction of hospital. How can I, or they can say, how can I go to hospital, or give me the directions for hospital, or how can I get any reach tawassul, how can I go, how can I get to hospital. Okay, so for explaining map, you cannot say that go straight and their left and hospital on your right. if you speak in, if you say it like this, maybe 5 minutes, your speaking will be over, and your teacher will give you a very low mark. So you need to remember that you should speak, explain as much as you can, and use kalamat, nice words. Like what? So remember these kalamat. See, you can start it with the, Shabab, by the way, those who are not my students, you can use your own teacher, tariqa. The way that your teacher told you, follow that way. This is actually, my students actually from both classes requested me, so that's why I am giving this session. I'm organizing this session. So those students who have been taught in a different tariqa way, so you can follow your own teacher, Shabab. Because in different ways you can explain math, Shabab, okay? But there are some kalamat which are fixed and you need to remember them. So Shabab, one way is like this. Sure, if you want, you can start it like this. So I ask you, how can I get to hospital, okay? So you can start it, all right. If you want to go to, for example, if you want to go to hospital, if you want to go to the hospital, you should follow these direction or direction. Direction also is correct, British accent. Then first, go straight. Many students say straight. مو straight. هذا غلط. Be careful and practice it before you go inside the class. Practice it with your friends. Ask your friend, يلا قول سيدا كيف تقول سيدا in English, and listen to him or her. Straight, go straight. Even you can say ahead. Ahead يعني سيدا كامل يعني على طول. Go straight or go straight ahead. So first go straight. شوف شباب. First, go straight. Go straight. Okay. There is one thing, if you want to make it simple, Shabab, this is mosque, right? And this is bank. So in English also we say it cross or past. We say past or cross. Cross is different, but past you need to use. Past the bank or past the mosque and the bank. See, go straight. Which street are you right now? This street is San Street, صح? So first we say go straight on. The huruf jar of street is on, Shabab. So first go straight on San Street. Okay, go straight on San Street. Past the bank, past. Yani don't stop. روح past. Past it. Okay? Past the bank. Then or after that. You can say then or after that. Move. Turn. It is important to say turn right, turn left. Then turn left into start street. Turn left into starters, or you can say turn left on start street, okay, or turn left into start street, okay. Again, continue, go straight on start street. The hospital is, again, شوف, the hospital, you need to remember this sentence. The hospital is on your right. The hospital is on your right. بعدين you can say even opposite police station, مقابل, opposite. Or some students say that next to school or opposite police station. So you need to know these kalamat if you want to give any direction. So I will show it to you here. Sure. Again, if you want to go to the hospital, you should follow these this now, these directions. First, go straight on Sun Street. And then you can say keep going, keep going, keep going. You know, when the teachers hear these kalamat, he likes it or she likes it. So when you say keep going, go straight on Sun Street, keep going, past, past. In Arabic, what do you say here, past? Past the bank. مو يعني past the bank, شباب, here. What do you mean in Arabic? Yani don't stop next to the bank. You should pass it. Pass the bank. Any idea? Yani drive away. Yani you should not stop. You should keep going. Pass the bank. Bank is here, صح? But you should pass it. Here, past is not ماضي. Another meaning of past. Okay? It's not means ماضي. Okay? So pass the bank. Pass the bank. Then, بعدين or after that, turn left into Start Street. The hospital is on your right, next to the school. Next to the school. So you need to remember this kalamat. This hospital is on your right, on your left. The hospital is on your right or on your left. Where? Turn left into or turn left on. Go straight on. After that, turn left. The hospital is next to. The hospital is opposite to. Okay? So you need to remember at least these kalamat that I told you. Okay, now I want someone to give me direction. You know, how can I go? This one is easy. How can I go to police station? You are here. Who can give me the direction? Yalla. You are here and you should give me the direction for police station. Yalla faster, but we have a lot of things to do. The same way that I told you. Anybody? You can open your mic and explain it. Yalla, Shabab. Raise your hand and do it. Anybody?
Yes, mister.
Yeah, yalla. Police station. How can I go to a police station?
If you want to go to police station, follow this direction.
Good.
At first.
At
Go
first, now.
straight
First.
Go straight ahead on Sun Street.
First, wait. Hitham. First, straight ahead or go straight ahead?
Go.
Ah, you should say go straight. Go straight ahead.
On Sun Street.
On Sun Street. Very good. First, go straight on the Sun Street. Then?
After that. Take a left on Gibraltar Street.
Jupiter Street. Okay.
Jupiter. Yeah. And go straight.
Go straight. Keep going.
Yeah, the police station on your right.
The police station is on your right. Very good. Say that the police station is on your right.
Coffee shop.
Opposite?
Yeah.
Coffee shop. Very good.
Well,
if you explain it like this now, and tomorrow your teacher will like it, because many students don't know these sentences. By the way, Haytham is one of my best students in my speaking class. And it is my honor to have such active students. Remember the word of past also. Try to use that, past. You know, past. Here, for example, you say first go straight on Sun Street, past the mosque, or past the car wash. then take a turn left or take a left. Same. Turn left or take a left. Turn left on Jupiter Street. Keep going on Jupiter Street. Keep going. Or go straight on Jupiter Street. Go straight on Jupiter Street. The police station is on your right. The police station is on your right. Opposite coffee. It is opposite on your right. Opposite coffee shop. That's it. Okay, this is about math. خلاص. I'm not going to explain it more, Shabab. Now we talk about direction, instruction, Shabab. So instruction, you need to remember the writing. If you remember, before midterm, we taught you instruction, Shabab. So you need to go through those kalamat. Sometimes, but maybe some of them are useful. See, Shabab, in instruction, there are steps. Step number 1, step number 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, so these are the steps. So how to start it? So you can start it like this. For example, in this picture, I will explain. See, the muqaddama is so nice. Yani, if you give muqaddama, your teacher will like it. We want students to speak as much as they can. But if you speak very, with few kalamat sentences and you say, "Khalas, salam alaikum," of course your mark will not gonna be good. So in this picture, I will explain how, kaif, to put some masala, tasty. You know, here there is no word, صح? So you need to make sentences. In this picture, I'm going to talk about how to make pasta, how to make a tasty pasta, how to make a delicious pasta. So the more kalamat you use, the more your mark will be. Okay, so put masala, put in your, use synonyms. Okay. In this picture, I will explain how to make a tasty pasta. If you can make a yummy and tasty, you can make a yummy pasta or delicious pasta if you follow these steps. You can use this, or even if you want, you don't need to use this. You can say that if you want to make a pasta, you should do this, these steps. You should do these steps. But if you want to speak more, you can use this introduction, muqaddama. It will help you to have a better mark. So you can make, follow these steps. Overall, this one maybe many students don't know. Overall, yani, Shabab, Haytham, what does it mean in Arabic? My students, مو يعني overall? You forgot it?
في المجموع.
في المجموع. So see, kalamat like this, again, your teacher will be impressed. Ighna, Taif, what did you say, impress? What does it mean?
إقناع.
Ighna. So how to impress your teacher? By nice vocabulary, by nice sentences. For example, this one is one of them. You are level 2, but this word is not in your level. It is more than that. So when your teacher hears something new, something different, of course, he or she will consider a good mark. So be different. You should not be like others. Yani other students, most of the students, maybe they will use one tariqa only. No, try to use different kalamat, synonyms, okay? Phrases, idioms that I will teach you. So overall, fil majboo, okay? How many steps? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Overall, in fil majmoo, there are and yujad, there are 6 steps or 6 processes. Okay? First, again, here you need to know how to use sentences. You need to know sentences related to food. First, I don't know, in a simple way, we say put water into the pot. Okay. After that, I don't know, heat the water. So you should know those words for instruction. The instruction will be difficult. You need to remember those af'al, fi'l, verbs. Heat. Then, I don't know, add. See, here we use heat. Here I said add, put water, heat the water, for some time, even you can say that. Then add salt and pasta into the pot. Then keep it for, or let it be cooked for 15 minutes, or stir them for 15 minutes. Okay. Or let them be cooked for 15 minutes. After that, your pasta will be ready and you can have it with your family or friends. So Shabab, use sequences like this first, after that, next, then. So this is the whole thing. You need to know those key verbs. Yani miftah, the most important verbs. You should know those verbs because in the instruction, they don't give you anything. They give you only a picture. Maybe some picture there are some words, fi'l, you can use those af'al. But maybe they just give you a picture and you need to make sentences. But don't forget the sequences and the introduction. Sure, this one, yani, it's a good start. Yani, at least you can say something from the start and your teacher will like it. So remember this way, okay? My students, I want you to explain it in this way. All right, and the last part is storytelling. Storytelling. For storytelling, if you don't know how to use past simple, then you may have problem. So Shabab, for tomorrow's exam, learning past simple is super important. ليش? Because in part 1, you need it. In part 2, you need it. And in part 3, for storytelling, again, you need it. Then they give you again a picture like this. For example, they are playing a family. They are playing at the beach. After that, the ball fall in the sea. Bahar, I don't know. Then the dog jumped and tried to get the ball, but the dog could not swim. Okay, so a man jumped into the water and saved, for example, the dog. You should know, for example, how to use jumped, saved. A family, I can say in this picture, a family is, enjoying at the beach, at the beach. So I'll show you the nukat right now. It is better by seeing the screen. See, to talk about story, you need to use past tense. Nukta number 1. How to explain it? Again, for this one, there are some phrases that can help you to impress your examiner. The first one is this one. You can start it like this if you can remember it. Once upon a time. You can start your story like this if the story related to something like like the one that I show you. It depends. So once upon a time, there was a family. There was a family. See, I didn't say there is. Yani يوجد. Once upon a time, there was a family. Or some students say, in this picture, I can see a family. This family is playing at the beach. When they are playing, they use present. Okay, if you know how to use present also, that is okay, but with the correct grammar. Otherwise, using past tense would be better. So, once upon a time, مو يعني the meaning once upon a time?
في قديم الزمان.
Yes. Once upon a time, there was a family. The family was playing. So past continuous again here. The family was playing volleyball or was playing volleyball on the beach or at the beach with their children. With their children. Okay. Later, بعدين, the ball fell in. Fall, the ماضي of fall is fell in the sea. بعدين شوف, next, the dog jumped into the water. شوف, again, I'm using past tense. The dog jumped into the water to get the ball, but he couldn't. Again, ماضي. He couldn't swim. See, the ماضي of can, couldn't. He couldn't swim. After that, see, sequences. After that, the father of family jumped into the water. Okay, jumped into the water and saved. نجاح, you say that? Saved the duck. At the end, in the آخر, at the end, the kids became so happy after saving the dog.
Mr. I cannot see a picture.
The picture is here.
No, Mr. Not show here.
The picture? Which picture? The story?
Yes. You now.
What about others? Guys, can you see the picture?
Yes.
Yes.
So maybe your internet is weak. So this is the picture. Once upon a time, there was a family. They were playing volleyball. They were playing. You can say that. After that, the ball here. Sure. The ball fell into the water. So the man jumped into the water to save the dog. Sure. He's saving the dog. And after saving the dog, the children, the kids became very happy. The kids became very happy. And they continued playing again. Sure, that's it. And you need to make a story, cook a story. So here, your general English will help you a lot. Sometimes I understand maybe the picture that your teacher give you will be difficult. Okay, but you need to do your best to cook. To make a story, a kizb story. Because teacher want to hear your English. I don't know, you just make a story. Just look at that picture and just make a story. Whatever you can understand from that picture, say. Okay? And they give you 1 minute for that. You can take notes also if you want. Then this is about storytelling. So Shabab, remember these things. And I hope that tomorrow, maybe they will give you a picture which, for example, a car is not working. Okay, in this picture, I can see a lady. A lady is trying to, for example, start the car, but the car is not working. See, in present also you can say it, no problem. Or the car was not working, or the car is not working. So he asked a man, or he asked a man to help her. So the man helped her and he fixed the car. Finally, the lady thanked for example, the man. So I don't have that picture. I had it before, but I'm just saying they give you different stories. Okay, Shabab, this is part 3. We are done with part 3. Now let's go back to part 2. In part 2, Shabab, you need to be super careful. Okay? This is part 3. Okay. So, Shabab, in part 2, before I teach you part 2, you should remember some nice sentences and kalamat that you need to use them tomorrow, especially in part in part 1. I said part 2. This is part 1. Sorry, I should go to the part 2. Part 2. Okay, this is part 2. So part 2, again, you need to be careful. You need to listen to the sentence carefully. Okay, because some students, you know, do not listen carefully. When the teacher is telling the sentence, they don't listen it carefully. So in part 1, what is the first nukta that you should keep it in your mind? Just listen at which tense, zaman. Is it present? Is it madi? Or is it present continuous? The sentence that teacher is saying, is it present tense? For example, this one is present. I am 20 years old. This is present. But if I say that I went to Lulu yesterday. Okay. So of course, went is madi. So my question also should be in madi. Or one sentence we say going to, which is mustaqbal or will. So your question also should be in future. So Shabab, you need to listen the sentence that your teacher is saying carefully. Don't be rushed. Some students, they listen it and they will ala tool say it. No, shwaya sabr. If you did not catch it, said, sorry, again. Again, at least one word. Again, that also. Or would you repeat again? All right, so let's do it. These are easy one. I am 20 years old. This is about age. Old. So of course we use how old. How old are you? Okay, we go very fast. I live in Muscat. Muscat is a place. So where do you live? Where do you live? I will. شوف, this is مستقبل. I will go to college in the afternoon. When will you? So because it is mustaqbal, we use again will again. When will you go to college? Because the sentence is مرتبط, related to mustaqbal. All right? For this one, I go at 3 o'clock. So Shabab, always in the sentences, you know, there are some kalamat, miftah kalamat. Those kalamat will help you that, you know, those kalamat, like for example, 3 o'clock. So this is a sa'a. So I should use what time, for example. For example, okay? So there are always some words that those words will help you to make the sentence. I go at 3 o'clock. I go at, okay, what time do you go? Or some students say that, some students say that, when do you go? Okay, we accept that. What time do you go or when do you go? I went to Iran last week. I went to Iran last week. See, it is madi. You cannot say that, where do you go to Iran? No. Because it is madi, you need to use did. And maybe you don't know, if you don't know how to use did, then you will be in trouble. Tonight, you cannot learn it, how to use did if you don't know it. If you remember, my students, when we use did, the fail will be simple. Where did you go? We don't say where did you went. Where did you go to Iran? Where did you go to Iran? Where did you meet Ahmed? Then, I went for a week. I went for a week. Okay, this is a mudda. So you should use how long or how many weeks. Some students say that for how many weeks did you go? How many weeks, or maybe that is also one way. How long did you go? See, when you hear mudda or something like this, you can say how long, how long did you go? How long did you go? Or how many weeks, for how many weeks did you go? That is also, it is accepted if you say it. I went by flight. Okay, by flight, by car. So we use kayf. How did you go? How did you? Because again, it is madi. We must use did. How did you go? We don't say how do you go. Then, so be careful. The ticket was 150 riyals. Okay, this is about flus. So for flus, we should use what? How much, not how many. How much was the ticket? How much was the ticket? How much was the ticket? Then, I stayed, again, it is madi, sure. I stayed in hotel. Hotel is in makan. So we use where. Where did you stay? Where did you stay? Then, Iran is great. So كيف Iran? How is Iran? Here, my favorite subject my favorite subject was English in the high school. My favorite subject was English in high school. So sometimes sentences are confusing, so you need to be careful. What was your favorite subject in the high school? I will go with my brother. Here. When you hear about people, shakhs, something, so we use who, shabab. Remember, about ashkhas, people, who we use. So in two tariqa, you can say it. Whom do you go with? Or we can say, with whom will you go? It is better to say it like this. This is a standard. But if you don't know it like that, in an informal way, we can say, with whom will you go? Or with who will you go? Even if you say with who, they will accept it. With who will you go? Or whom do you go with? Whom do you go with? Or with who will you go? With who? Then, so remember these kalamat. This one. Every day, if you hear, I go to college, I eat pizza every day, or once a week, or twice a week. When you hear these sentences, ala tool, you should remember how often. How often. كم مرة يعني. Then, how often do you go to college? How often do you eat pizza? How often do you go to Muscat? Then, so every day, once a week, ala tool, you should use how often and كم مرة. I go to college by car. Okay, this is easy. Going to, again, this one is super important. And many students make mistake. Tomorrow, before you go to class, to the speaking test, practice it. Practice this one. Because most of you have problem with this. So going to, yani will, صح? It's not yani arabaro. Here it means will. I am going to buy a car tomorrow. So you should start it like this. When are you? You forget this part. You make mistake here. When are you? You forget this part. I checked you. I asked you. And most of you forget and make a mistake here. So practice it. When are you? When are you going to buy? When are you going to meet? When are you going to, I don't know, take a shower? When are you going to, I don't know, go for shopping? So when are you? When are you going to? When are you going to? When are you going to? You need to repeat like this. Then it will go to your mukh. Then, so this one is super important. I'm going to meet my brother in Lulu. Where are you going to meet your brother? When are you going to meet your brother? Okay, this is about fulus. I will sell for 1,000. How much will you sell it? It is mustaqbal. How much will you sell it? A little bit. This one, how often? I explain it. I eat pizza twice a week. How often do you eat pizza? Kind of. Yani, no. Kem no. Again, this one is important. For example, if I say, I like spicy foods. So you should say kem no. So you should use what kind of. Kem no in English. Again, you need to practice it tomorrow before you go inside the, in your notes. Take notes. What kind of? Sure. What kind of? What kind of food do you like? What kind of food do you like? What kind of car do you like? Then, so this is kind of. If they say like something like this, I like fast cars. What kind of cars do you like? Then, I like honest teachers. What kind of teachers do you like? Then, or some students say that, do you like honest teachers? Okay, they will accept it. Even you can use this one. Do you like honest teachers? This one, okay, we go to the difficult one. Okay, how many? If you can count it, countable, we use how many? I have got 5 cars. How many cars do you have? Don't say how much cars, because you can count it, countable. How many cars do you have? Who? Ali is my older brother. Who is your older brother? Okay. Or sometimes they say this. Yes, I have a car. How do you make a question with this? Tag question, yes or no. See, the teacher will say, yes, I have a car. So ala tool, you should use do or does or such kind of things, okay? Do you have a car? See, the answer is yes. Yes, I do. I have a car. Do you have a car? Yes, no, see that. Yes, yes, I do. I have a car. Do you have a car? I have a Toyota. Again, this is what kind of car? Easy. This one about an hour. How long? Okay. This one. Again, you have problem with this. When you hear because, you should use why. It is difficult because you need to practice a lot. So you can say, why is it difficult? I am hungry because I didn't eat food. Why are you hungry? So when you hear because, ala tool, remember why, ليش. There are 3 cars. How many cars are there? My favorite car is Nissan. What is your favorite car? What is? This one also is important. Now, we don't practice because I gave you already this one. So these are the sentences that I want you to change them. He works in the college. Where does he work? Mr. Khalid is my teacher. Who is your teacher? I like cold things because I feel good. What kind of things do you like? I like hot weather. What kind of weather do you like? I go to cinema every day. How often do you go to cinema? I go with my brother. With who do you go? I spend 5 riyal every day. how much do you spend every day? Sure, because it is about real money. How much do you spend? I am going to play football tomorrow. Who can answer this? I'm going to play football tomorrow. Yalla. Yalla, fast, 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 fast. Make it question. Tomorrow is time. When? Start with when. Anybody?
When are you going to play football?
Aywa. Who is it? Your voice is familiar.
Talal.
What's your name? Talal. Ya
Talal.
salam. Talal. Talal. I know. I know. Okay, good. This one, the past tense. I played football every week. This one is difficult. I played. And how often did you? How often did you play? How often did you play? This one. I arrived college at 10 o'clock. This is Madi. You should use did. Anybody? I arrived college at 10 o'clock.
What time you arrived?
What time did you arrive? Sure. What time did you arrive? What time did you arrive? This ed will be حذف. What time did you arrived? غلط. Okay. What time did you arrive? In college, you can say that. What time did you arrive? Okay. So that is a part 2, and these are the part 1. Very quickly, I will explain it, Shabab, but these are very important. Very important. Listen carefully. Okay? Because in part 1, you need to show your speaking. You need to show that you can speak. Don't give very, very short answers. Try to explain it shwaya, okay? So in nukta number 1, in part 1 of your speaking, in part 1, as you know that, they will ask you general questions about different topics. I will show you some of the topics, but I know that your teacher also gave it to you. So do not give short answer. This is a big problem. Some students, for example, if they ask you, where do you live? I live in Muscat. Okay, this is short. Not غلط, but if you want to get better mark, explain more. I live in Muscat. Actually, Muscat is the capital of Oman. I live in Dank. You know, Dank is a very beautiful village. It's a very beautiful village in Oman. It is near, you know, Ibri. You can say like this. Any teacher will like it. Teacher will know that you are khibra, you are a professional. You want to be different from others. Huh? You want better mark? You should be different then. Then, where do you live? I live in Ibri. Actually, Ibri is a beautiful city located in Al Dahira. This is, for example, I do not just say I live in Ibri. But if you don't know anything in your mokh at that time, okay, that's okay. Then give short answer, no problem. But if you have more information to say, then explain shwaya, masala shwaya, okay? Then, for example, this one. What time do you wake up every day? Some students say, at 7 o'clock. What? Khalas? At 7 o'clock? And do you want me to give you marks for this one word? La habibi. They don't give you mark for small, short answers. Full answers. So use kalamat like usually, often, sometimes. I usually wake up, you know, speak naturally. You know, actually, you know, like this. I usually wake up at 7 o'clock every day, but sometimes I wake up so late because, you know, I watch TV. You can say like this, and your teacher will love it. The more masala you put, the more mark your the more you get a better mark, يعني your mark will be better. شوية مسألة, no مسألة, no mark. So be natural. Imagine that your teacher is like a friend, and just talk in a very طبيعي, natural way. Do you like reading? To be honest, في الصراحة, كلمات like this, to be honest, في الصراحة. To be honest, I don't like reading. Then they ask you why, okay? Why or why not? To be honest, I don't like reading because it is boring. Because it is difficult. Then you can explain more if you want. Reading is not my cup of tea. Not my cup of tea is again an expression. It's an idiom. Yani, it's not my favorite. Not my favorite. Watching movies is not my cup of tea. Yani, I'm not, and my muhtam. I'm not interested. I don't like movies. Movie is not my cup of tea. Again, this one maybe some of you don't know, so no need to use it. If you know how to use it, of course, your mark will be way better. Okay, so using idioms like that. And nukta number, just answer the question with the correct tense. Muyani, with the correct tense. For example, if they ask you in part 1 with the present tense, your answer should be present. For example, this one, do is present. Do you play football? So say, yes, I do. Sure. Don't say, yes, I have. Yes, Khalli. Say, yes, I do. If they ask question with do, yes, true. They say, yes, I do. No, I don't. Yes, I do. I play football every day. Or actually, I play football every day because it is my favorite sport. Because football is my favorite sport. Or because football is my cup of tea. Because football is my cup of tea and my favorite. Then, so this one is present. But now, again, the same question, but they may ask you in Mali. See, they use did. You should listen it carefully. Did you play any sport when you were in school? So you said, yes, I did. I played. Sure, I'm making Mali. I played football every day because it was my favorite sport. Because it was. Sure. Yes, I did. I played football every day with my friends because football was my favorite sport. Football is not, because the question is about Madi. But here it was present, do you. But here, did you. Did is مرتبط to Madi. Then, so be careful when they are asking question. Remember, now this one is مستقبل. Now this one. What are you going to? You know that. Going to, we use it for مستقبل, صح? What are you going to do this weekend? Then your answer should be in Madi. Actually, I am going to visit my grandmother. She lives in Nizwa. Sure. Actually, I'm going to play with my friends, at the weekend. Or actually, I'm planning, even you can change it. Don't say going to. Actually, I have a plan. And in the خطة. Or I plan to. Actually, I plan to. Again, using synonym. Mark will be better. Here is going to. You can use plan to. Plan to. I plan to go for shopping. I plan to play football with my friends at the weekend. There. So your answer should be مستقبل. Now, they may ask you a question about, these are topics, Shabab. These are some topics maybe you get. Healthy or unhealthy عادات, habits. Which food are healthy? So use kalamat like in my opinion. Okay, when you want to give in my opinion. healthy food. You need to make a story at that. Shabab, you need to be tizab. It's okay. Maybe your information are not correct, but they don't care. They just care about your sentences. So be a tizab. Any answer you give it, just speak. Okay? Healthy or unhealthy habits. Which foods are healthy? In my opinion, or I think karak chai, sorry, this is a drink, not a tea, food. I think, biryani is not a healthy food because, there are a lot of spices in biryani, or it is very oily. It's full of fats in the biryani. You can make it at that time, maybe, for example, pasta. I think pasta is not healthy, and I never eat pasta. Don't say that I think pasta is not healthy. Khalas. Give شوية more, because if you don't know the reason, because I don't like it. I believe, or I think, or in my opinion, pasta is not healthy because there is too much fat. Fat, we say it, okay? Or it is oily, greasy, because it's very oily, greasy. It's an oily food. It's a greasy food, okay? So remember about these things, healthy on it. They may ask you about popular food. For example, you can say, there are, يوجد, there are, use this kalma. There are many popular foods in Oman. For example, give example. For example, Haris is super popular in Oman. Haris is super or very popular in Oman. Or maybe they ask you popular sports. You can say football. Football is so popular in Oman. The majority of people play football in Oman. يعني أغلب. Most of people, most of the students are crazy about football. And they love football a lot. Giving advice, nasiha. Do you give advice to people? Yes, I do. I always tell them to study. I always tell them to have a good shakhsiyah, a personality. Yes, I love to give advice to people. Give advice, giving nasiha, okay? So you need to know about these things. And have you ever been to Nizwa? So, no, I have never been. Yes, I have been in Nizwa before. I visited Nizwa Souk many times. This one is about that. Which jobs are popular? Mashhur. Okay. Which jobs are popular? Well, I don't know. If you don't remember, say something. Well, I'm not sure. I don't know. To be honest, I don't know. But, see, to be honest, I don't know. But I think teaching jobs are very popular in Oman because they get so much flus, they get so much money, because the salary is high, because the salary is high. Or medical jobs are very popular. Or I don't know, selling cars, for example, okay, as a freelancer. So teaching jobs or medical jobs or engineering, okay, these jobs are very popular because the salary is high. You should give reason. How much do you
Also,
spend on?
doctor.
Yes, or being a doctor. Yes, medical. We call it medical jobs. See, we call it medical jobs. Medical jobs. You should not say that doctor jobs. We should medical jobs. Okay. How much time do you spend on internet? Maybe they ask you about internet. Well, I spend a lot of time. Actually, I spend a lot of time on internet. I use it, and explain. I use it for learning English, chatting with my friends. To give example, for example, I use I watch Mr. Mohsen's I don't know videos on YouTube. I use internet for chatting with my friends, for learning English. There. So are you good at هل انت زين في الكمبيوتر؟ To be honest, I'm not good at computers. I am not good at, because I don't like computers. Then they ask you why not? Because I don't like a computer, because it is so difficult to learn. Are you good at computers? Are you good at English? Are you good at using phone? Yes, I am good at يعني I am professional. Yes, I know so many things about phone. Yes, of course. Use كلمات like yes, of course. Yes, of course. I know everything about computers. I know how to use Microsoft Word and typing and such kind of things. Do you have friends? Of course, I do have many friends. I have many friends, and my best friend is Humbly. I like him because he is very humble. تواضع. Or how do you make friends? How do you make friends? This is present, صح? How do you make friends? I make friends on social media and in the school. Sure. From college. I usually make friends from college, from university, or from social media. So they ask you maybe, how do you make friends? Make friends about means find friends. Don't be confused. Find friends. Then, but maybe this is present, okay? How do you make friends? It's present. Now maybe they ask you, where did you make friends when you were in school? This is ماضي now. So your answer should be also ماضي. I made friends. Where did you make friends when you were in school? When I was in school, I made friends in the class. I made friends from my class. Actually, I had, أنا عندي, I had 2 close friends. قريب, 2 nice يعني. I had 2 close friends. Okay. This one. How do you improve your English? I improve my English in different ways. For example, I watch movies. I listen to podcasts. Sometimes I watch videos on YouTube. Study habits. That's a study. For example, I listen to the podcast. I watch YouTube. I use Instagram. You know, these are study habits, for example. What do you do? This is future. Sure. Again, maybe they ask you something about future, مرتبط to future. What do you do in the summer? I plan to, I'm going to do this. I'm planning to do this. So you need to answer it, you know, related to future. So your answer should be matching to future. Actually, I plan to go to Iran, or I'm going to open a new shop and do some business, or I am going to improve my English. But maybe they ask you in the Madi, what did you do in the last summer? So your answer should be in Madi. I did so many things. For example, in the last summer, I improved my English. I improved my English, and I got my driving license. Okay, my English, and I received my driving license. For example, you can see this is Madi, because they're asking you in the question is in the Madi. Your answer also should be in the Madi. How many subjects do you have? This is present. I have I have 3 subjects. I have writing, reading, and I have also listening and speaking. Or we can say that I have English and math. I have 2 subjects, English and math, but My favorite subject is English because it is so easy. Then you should say it like this. Don't say that I have 2 subjects and خلاص. No, I have 2 subjects, math and English, but my favorite, not my favorite subject is English. Because give reasons, always give reasons, give examples. With these kind of strategy, Shabab, your mark will go high. But this one is past. How many subjects did you have? So here you can say, I had. Here we say, I have. See, do you have? This is present. But how many subjects did you have? Past. Maybe they will ask you in the past. I had 2 subjects, but my favorite subject was English because I liked the teacher, or because the teacher was amazing. Then they may ask you about shopping. Do you like shopping? Of course, I love shopping. I'm crazy about shopping because I feel so good. It freshes me up, or I don't know, it cherishes me up. Do you prefer shopping malls or small shops? I prefer shopping malls because you can find different things, different shops, or many shops. There are many shops in the shopping mall. You should use this kalamat. There are many shops in shopping malls. And shopping malls are not hot, you know? When you go inside shopping malls are not hot, and you can shop, in a very comfortable way. All right. This is about future. Where do you wish to travel? Your answer should be future. What subject will you study in the next semester? I am going to study, for example, math 2 and engineering, for example, whatever. Okay, because it is future. Maybe they ask you about the zakariyat, memories, zakariyat yani. So, okay, so you need to know that. Do you have? Yes, I have many good memories with my friends. Okay, so memories, zakariyat. That's it. So these are, Shabab, some nukat that I told you. Do not forget them at all. Again, I'm telling you, for tomorrow exam, don't forget your ID card, your bataqa, shakhsi. Okay, don't forget them. Don't take your books. No need. Only your daftar, because you need to review. Keep reading your notes before you go inside the class. Keep learning your notes. By the way, Shabab, these things I did not tell you. I have a video. In that video, I explain these things here. Sure. This one, you should know Madi. You should know how to speak future. You should know how to talk about likes. For example, this one, this part. Try to have a screenshot. Learn them. Don't say always that I like. No, use synonyms. I am interested in learning English. I am crazy about English. I enjoy learning English. So all of them say meaning like, but don't use one word only for like. Then use different tariqa, alternatives. Be careful, okay? This is about like, about dislike. Don't say that I don't like. Use different tariqa. Like, for example, I hate, I am not into. It is not my cup of tea. For example, yani, I don't like it. See, when you need these things a lot in your speaking. So try to learn at least 2 or 3. Okay, learn them nicely. These are very important. Giving opinion. How to give opinion. In my opinion, to me, sure, this is very beautiful. What is your idea about yani, using social media? To me, social media is very useful, mufid. To me, yani, in my opinion. But if you use this one, to me, your teacher will be amazed, will be impressed. So learn them, use them in your speaking. Actually, this part is super important because if you know these things, tomorrow you will use them and you will get a good mark. في الصراحة, to be honest, to me, I'm not sure, but I think that when you add information also plus, you know, when you're in speaking, you can say also plus. This one, however, no need. Majority, this one is a nice word, any أغلب. The majority of the students, for example, if in one, maybe you get a topic and maybe you use this one, and the teacher, if he hears this one, say, wow, this student, mashallah, his kalamat is so good. The majority of, yani أغلب. The majority of the students cannot speak English. The word challenging, yani very difficult. Learning English is very challenging. So these kalamat will help you. Very important. The synonym. These are synonyms, shabab, that I'm saying. Synonyms, okay? Instead of saying very important, you can say highly important or extremely important. Learning English is extremely important. Using once a week, twice a week also, these are also nice. I go to college once a week. I eat pizza once a week, twice a week. So these kalamat also are very, very helpful. Okay? So interested in, أنا مهتم, crazy about, يعني أنا مجنون of that. Okay? And yeah, that's it. So tomorrow, the examiner does not care you telling the truth or not. Just make a story. Okay? Your answer should not be absolutely correct. Just use correct sentences. That's it. Inshallah, muwaffaqeen for tomorrow. This is the most important thing that you need to know. You have the files. I send the file. If someone does not have the file, please let me know. I can send it to you. So do you have any question? Khalas, we are done. If you want to go, you can go. If you have question, you can ask me, Shabab. I will stop recording.
Thank you, Mr.
حبيبي انت والله Abdullah. Inshallah, good luck. Speak well. Speak differently. Be professional and be on time tomorrow, Shabab. You have the timetable. Yes, Mr. Khalil. Yes.
We need the PDF of part 3.